ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VFG Movie Reviews with your host, Tim Williams. How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for A24's The Green Knight. This was an interesting flick. I have to say, this was an interesting flick, and as I dive deeper and deeper into A24, they keep getting more interesting and a little bit more weird. And this one was definitely weird. So we have Dave Patel playing Garwin. We have Alicia Vikander playing Elsa. We have Joel Edgerton playing the Lord. Barry Keoghan is in this movie, which he's just becoming one of my favorite actors. Every different role I see him in, just absolutely brilliant. I love it. So basically the story is that we have this Green Knight comes and basically puts out this proclamation that you'll meet me in battle, and if you do, you choose to strike. It could be from a scratch to a killing blow, but in a year he comes back and you accept to take the same blow from him. So Dev Patel takes a killing strike and chops off the Green Knight's head. So in a year, he has to travel to the Green Knight's place of slumber and receive the same blow. So now this movie is basically him learning to have courage of who he is and who he is. Like, we get to see some really cool stuff like this. There's a moment where he's basically robbed by Barry Keoghan's character, which is just a scavenger, and he's tied up under a tree, and the next scene we see him and he's just bones, like a skull and all this stuff. But then when we see him again, his skin's back on, and he like, they keep having these moments. He goes to a house to sleep and rest, and there's a ghost in there who has been beheaded, and her head is in this lake. So he travels down into the lake to retrieve her head and give it to her body and everything. And this movie's insane. But it is so cool and such an interesting, like, look at the knights and that era and everything else, and learning to answer for your actions and stuff like that, and which is just really cool. The visuals, the crown of Joel Edgerton's, like, you got the crown, but then you have this like halo thing like going up with this, and it is pretty damn beautiful. Like, I have to say, the design of this movie is just super superior and super dope. So we get to the end, and he sits there and he waits for the Green Knight thing, and the Green Knight's like, "Is it Christmas?" And he's like, "Yes." He's like, "Do you remember how you defeated me?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "Are you ready?" Dave Patel's like, "Yes." So he like leans down and he's ready for it, but he keeps like flinching, and he just can't like answer for his actions. So he runs off, but we run off and we see him older, and now he's running the city, and they're about to be taken over by an invading force. He wasn't a good king, and it basically shows him like getting his head cut off, or kind of just falls off, and then it cuts back to him where we left him with the Green Knight about to kill him, and he's like, Did you see something? And he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "All right, time for beheading." And that's it. That's the end of the movie. And it's such an interesting thing. It's another cool like story that you don't get to see. It's kind of like in Knock at the Cabin, when they're not bad guys, they're just got to make you make that choice. This is basically living with the choices you make in life, that there are consequences, which is brilliant. I love this movie. And I totally could have took all of this wrong. I would sure love to hear it down in the comments below if my take is correct. But I dug this movie. Dev Patel's amazing. I didn't notice it was Alicia Vikander, and I love her, especially in the Tomb Raider that she did. Brilliant. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 4.5. I love the story. The cinematography is a 4 because it's fucking beautiful. The characters are a 3.5. I don't think you really connect with Dev Patel's character. Not at all. I think the side characters you connect more with. The design of this movie is beautiful. Just beautiful. Which brings our total to 4 stars. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys liked The Green Knight. Do you like Dev Patel? I would sure love to have a conversation with you down below. Thank you for watching this review. Leave a like, leave a subscribe. Help us grow in 2024. Woo! And I will see you in our next review. Bye.